Hey, hey, how's it going? Great start. So, doing a little something different here. So, I gotta make a few animations. I don't think I've ever shown this process of what I do. I am using, can I pull this up? Spriter Pro to make the animations. I know there's a beta for Spriter too, but I don't know how to get into it, so I'm using Spriter Pro. So we're gonna make a new one. Uh, this is because I need to make some door animations. I'm not really sure how this is gonna go because I have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm not exactly sure if it'll work right. So let's do, let's rename this to front door, and then we're gonna make this open. So I don't think I labeled these right. So while I'm here, so Spriter uses your root folder to pull all your assets in. So let's do this metal door center door right, and then door left, and then we're gonna have metal door frame. And then if I go back to Spriter, refresh, now they're organized a little bit better. So from here, I'm just gonna drag them into my project. What I want is, so this is pretty much going to be the horizon of whatever you're working on. So I want to try to center it right there. And then I'm just going to drag everything in. Not really too concerned about the orientation of it. I just want to get it in. Now I'm pretty sure there's there'll be more easier ways. So just throw this in right there. And so then now I can go to my Z order. This needs to be at the top, and all these other ones are there behind it. So there, basic straight up door. And now what I want is, so I'm looking at my X, because these are all pulled from the same image when I created it, so I can make sure they're all lined up. That's not right. Well, I clearly was wrong. So let's move you there. There we go. So there's that. This isn't going to be a looping, so I'm not going to make this a looping animation, and I want to change this. What's this again? I think it was 780. File, predict. Just gonna open up another project real quick, but first need to save this. Be metal door. Did I crash it? So I tried to open up Remy's. Yep, there we go. It's 12. 780. Yep, so it's at 782. Okay. I can't remember why this is the number that I pick, but it it's just the number I've used. There's an actual reason behind it, but I can't remember. It's been a while. So now that I have my initial setup, I want to have this. Oh, that's not right. So let's look at this. Center. Just pivot. So let's. So I just had to adjust it to where the pivot was in the center, so that way when I make adjustments like this, it'll shrink properly. Now, I also want to try making it a skin, which doesn't seem to be working. Oh well. So, what's going to happen, let me see if I can change this. What happens if I put the center down here? Because I want it to be when it shrinks down, or when the door closes. So that's a little too much shrinking, but essentially, this is going to come down, and at the same time, the ones on the side are going to come down. Now I can have it to where they can just tween straight down outside of the door frame, and then I could go from there. But I kind of want to not have the bottom of the door going through here, because then like if it does that, that means I'll have to hide the bottom of the sprite whenever I put it in game, which would be, it's doable, but it'd be annoying. So I kind of want to avoid that. So let's just do the basic one first, and then we can try to figure out after that. We'll see how long this video goes with me doing the basic thing. So right now, I want to make, we'll go here, and I want to key there, or key all. Here, we're gonna bring this middle one down. We're gonna hold control so that way, actually, that's not. Why did it do that? Did my... Alright, I'm gonna hold shift. I thought... Oh, the keybinds have changed, and I'm not a fan. Alright, because I want it to go down. There. Let's do this a different way. Select all these. Bring them down to there. Now, something ain't right. Why did it... Uh, remember I was having problems with this before. Come on up, girl. Sorry, talking to the dog. Come on up, Jasmine. So, this shouldn't be like that. This should be here. And this should be here. So now, and 4. Yep, just a simple straight down. But we don't want that. We want go right here. Key all. I want these to be up a bit more. There. So, yeah, no, it looks good. Got kind of cool shifting thing down. Now, for do a bit more, we're gonna do. Where is it? We're gonna go up to this one. I want the left one. I want to make it have a kind of curve. So, have a brazier curve. Give it more of a little impact. So now they'll slow down, and we're gonna do the same thing for the center, but we're gonna change that one as curved just a little bit differently. We're gonna have it slowed, kind of do a little bit of a hiccup. Yeah, that's cool. And here, let's actually have this come up above here. So come down a little bit more. So it's kind of like a unlocking thing. Come down a little bit more. And these, let's bring them up a little bit. Give it a bit of, yeah. This one, left one, let's bring it over a little bit. So I think it's overlapping just a little too much when it's coming down. There's a quick way to solve this. So let's look at this. Look at the X, this frame. We're gonna copy that. So here, it's negative 38. We're gonna paste that in. There. So there's no more wobble here. We're gonna look at the X, the first frame, copy that, second frame, paste it in, and then center, yep, paste that in there. So that should get rid of the wobble that we were seeing. Okay, and the right, make sure that it's there. And I'm just making sure I'm going through all my keyframes, making sure my there we go. And so that's pretty much it. Now, there's a lot of problems because like you can see right here, this you shouldn't there shouldn't be anything here right here because this should be a wall, so that should be invisible and as it's coming down, this stuff gets kind of out of sync, but it's like there's still a little bit of a wobble, but I'm not sure why. There's maybe just because they're not perfectly straight when I drew them. But that's all fine. Like maybe if I let's change that in the hierarchy so that way what did I do? So we can go down and yeah, and make sure to change the Z order for everything, and then edit, which is copy Z order to other frames. There we go. So we're just gonna save this real quick, and then now we're just gonna export this. Actually, cancel this. Save it one more time. And we're going to change the frames to give it more frames, make it a little bit more, a little bit smoother when we finally export it. Yay, pop-ups. So now we can file, export animation, and then it's going to be 46 frames. It's fine. Horizontal frames is 5. I don't. So when I upload things into Pixel Game Maker, I've noticed that it's easier to work when with a sheet that only has about 5 horizontal frames, because more than that, it's kind of, you have to scroll over and it gets kind of hard to lose your place. So go to 5, and then it's going to automatically make 10. I have 4 extra frames. Let's export it. Mentor front open. And also going to make a new folder. Let's go sheets. And that's pretty much it. I'll see if I can maybe take this into a program and clean up the individual frames. Or not. Who knows? But that's it. See you guys.